Hi everybody. This is the first video in a short video series on how to copy the hats from the Handmaid's Tale. I will also do a video on the cloak at the end for those who need that as well. First of all, we're going to start with what you need. Now the biggest thing that you're going to have to buy somewhere, it's buckram. You can also use really heavy interfacing, either fusible or non-fusible. I like buckram. It's lighter weight. You can steam it to shape. It's what's used to make hats. So I got this at Joann's. I got a half yard for about $7. You might have to ask where to find it. I found it by the utility fabrics, like the outdoor home decor fabrics. It was in a really weird place. Anyway, it just looks like basically a linen that's been starched until it doesn't move. You can see it's pretty stiff stuff. It's going to hold that wing shape really nicely. So that's the biggest purchase. Otherwise, you need about a yard of white fabric. I think I got 45-inch wide white muslin from Joann's. I'm not going to pre-wash it. That's really not necessary for this project. You can pre-wash it for the cap if you want, but for the wings, you're never going to put those in the wash anyway. You don't want to do that. If you can't find the buckram or the interfacing, you could actually skip all the sewing stuff I'm about to show you and do this with poster board. You totally could. Especially if you're on a budget or out of time. That's not a bad way to go either. But the next thing we need is, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. This is Heat and Bond Ultra Hold. I also have no-sew glue and spray adhesive. These are sort of my backups. I'm kind of lazy. I probably will use the spray adhesive, but it's not strictly necessary. They're just good for if you don't sew. I don't assume everyone sews. Then you can skip the sewing machine part of it. Also, good scissors and an eyeliner pencil. If you don't have a hat like I'm wearing to do your measurements with, an eyeliner pencil is useful. And a pencil for marking things. So that's what you need. I think I spent about $30 at Joann's total. I had some of the glue stuff already. The spray adhesive especially is like 20 bucks, so if you're fairly confident, then skip that. Or you can, spend $2 on a poster board and skip most of this. Whatever you want to do. But on to measuring. So I have a hat on. I have my hair up in a bun. I have the hat positioned to sort of mimic that little white undercap that you see them wearing. And I'm going to take 4 measurements. The first one is from the center of my head, over my bun, down to the base of my neck, about 17 inches. Now I'm going to go from, I'm looking at myself backwards on here and it's hard. I'm going to go from in front of my ear, top part of my ear, around my bun again and back. It's tricky. It's going to want to slide off your bun. You just need it doesn't have to be super precise, but you need a rough measurement so that your cap isn't too small, it doesn't slide right off. There we go. Around like so. On me, looking at 16.5. Next measurement, you're going to want to go from the base of your ear, like behind your ear, over the top of your head. Same thing on both sides. 18 inches. And then finally, you're going to want to take the tape kind of along your hat line there, down to the base of your ear. On me, that's 15. I have a pretty large head, so don't be surprised if your measurements are different. That is where we start, and I'm going to set up my computer differently and get on to how to draft the wings, because that is the hardest piece to find.